The Mercer Files Season 2, Episode 2, The Vanishing Heiress. The rain hadn't stopped since Leo Santucci's funeral. The silent man was buried in a pauper's grave, and the city forgot him in a day. But I couldn't. Not when the Jack of Spades sat burning a hole in my desk drawer. The broker, whoever he was, had made it clear I was dancing in his spotlight now. Trouble is, I've never been good at walking away. That's when she walked in. Every case worth the bruises starts with someone walking into my office. This time, it was Clara Vane. Blonde hair pulled tight, eyes red from sleepless nights, silk gloves that didn't fit the rest of this city. "I need your help, Mr. Mercer," she said. "My sister's gone, and the police won't lift a finger." The sister's name was Evelyn Vane, 19, last seen leaving a charity gala at the Carlton Hotel. Clara swore Evelyn wasn't the type to vanish, too careful, too shy. But the papers told a different story. Evelyn's face was plastered on gossip columns, always on the arm of some new suitor. Last week, it was the son of a shipping magnate. The week before, a nightclub owner with greasy fingerprints on half the city. Spoiled, careless, maybe reckless, but gone? That smelled different. The Carlton was velvet carpets and men in tuxedos pretending not to notice the mold in the walls. I asked the concierge about Evelyn. He gave me the look of a man who knew how to keep his mouth shut. So I slipped him a 20 and a lie about being hired by the family. "She left with a man," he muttered finally. Tall, dark hair, no name. They went out the side door. A bellhop confirmed it. Said the man had a scar across his chin. Said Evelyn didn't look scared, but she didn't look thrilled either. Scar on the chin. My gut twisted. I'd seen that scar before. Scarface had a name. Dominic Rourke, enforcer. Rumor had it he was the broker's muscle. If Evelyn left with him, she wasn't just missing, she was leverage. I tracked Rourke's haunts down to the edge of Chinatown. Gambling dens, backroom bars, places where men didn't ask for names and didn't care for daylight. May Lynn, the reporter who'd helped me on the arson case, met me at a tea house. She didn't look surprised when I asked about Evelyn. "She's not the first, Jack," May whispered. "Girls vanish, heiresses, daughters of businessmen. Sometimes they come back. Sometimes they don't. And Rourke?" I asked. She nodded slowly. "He delivers them to someone higher up the chain. Maybe the broker himself." The trail led me to a warehouse by the docks. Same docks where Leo died. Inside I found signs Evelyn had been there. A torn silk glove, a dropped locket with her initials etched inside. But she wasn't there now. Instead, 3 men waited. One of them with that scar across his chin. "You should have stayed out of this, Mercer," Rourke growled. We danced. Knuckles, boots, the taste of blood. By the time I staggered out, I'd given worse than I'd taken, but Evelyn was still gone. And Rourke? He'd slipped into the fog, like all the city's worst nightmares do. I thought the night was over until I searched the warehouse office. In a locked drawer, I found a small black ledger. Names, dates, payments, all of them women, heiresses, debutantes, socialites. Evelyn's name was the last entry. Next to it, one word, delivered. And below that, another name. The kind you don't write unless you're certain no one will dare say it out loud. The broker. The city chews up women like Evelyn Vane, bright, pretty, careless. But this wasn't a social scandal. This was a system, a chain, and somewhere at the top of it was the man sending me playing cards and corpses. The silent man had been a warning. Evelyn Vane was a message, and I had the ledger now, which meant for the first time I had a line straight to the broker. Problem is, when you start pulling on a thread like that, sometimes the whole city unravels. That's it for episode 2 today. If you want to hear more, be sure to tune in next Wednesday, same time, same place. Do remember to be careful not to draw attention when you come to listen. One never knows who is listening with you. Subscribe and follow.